Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So today we are doing a yes or no reading for love questions. So you can ask any question related to love and we're going to see if we can get a yes or no answer for you. This may come out as a little bit kind of in between because I haven't looked at the cards, I'm not sure what they say. It can be difficult to get yes or no answers from tarot, but I will try my best. So I'm sorry if there isn't a definitive answer for you and it's a little bit kind of, it could go this way, it could go that way, depending on what you do. But I'll try and get a yes or no answer. So today we're also using charms and dice as always, but I've got two new sets of dice thanks to my lovely patrons and everyone who's donated to the channel. So they arrived yesterday and I'm really excited to use them. So they may crop up. I'm now using a D6 to roll for the dice sets rather than a D4, so they may come up. Hopefully I'll get to use them in this video. Anyone who wants to book a private reading, as I've said before, please do leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved, including yourself, when you book a reading. There are still lots and lots of people who are booking readings and not telling me anything. Like, if you book a reading and don't even leave me a question, what do you want me to read about, you know? So please do leave that information. The link to my Etsy page is in the description box for anyone who wants to book a private reading. You'll get that within 3 days, provided you've given me all of the information that I need. If you'd like to support the channel, that's amazing. Do head over to my Patreon page. There's loads of cool rewards over there. There's exclusive videos, picker cards, posts. You also get to vote on things like which new deck I'll buy next. There's a monthly prize draw to win a reading with me. Just a load of cool stuff over there. Or if you don't want to do that but still want to help me out, thank you so much. There is a PayPal link in the description box, and there is also my Amazon wish list for anyone who wants to send me a deck. At the moment, Amazon have stopped delivering to Russia, which is incredibly sad. But if you email me, we'll sort something out. If you tell me which deck you'd like to get, we can find it somewhere else. We just need to be a bit creative, as I'm sure everyone is being in these times. So today we're just picking one of my gnomes because I thought, why don't we do this more often? So pile number 1 has Gizmond. I know you all love my gnomes. So Gizmond for pile number 1. And pile number 2 has Gunfald. I'm going to put the timestamps in the description box and in the comments section as well. Pile number 3 has Gaia. Just think about your question. And pile number 4 has Gjord. So take as much time as you need to. You can pause the video if you need more time. Go with whichever pile is intuitively calling to you, not whichever gnome you like the look of the most, but like whichever one you're really feeling an instinctive pull towards, because that's going to be the answer to your question. That's going to give you the more accurate reading. And when you've chosen, I will start with pile number 1. I also do want to say thank you so much to my patrons. Just amazing that you are supporting me, including Alexandra, Kat, and Alex now as well. Thank you so much for all of your support. It really does mean a lot to me, and it really helps me to bring new variety to the channel. It helps me to get the new dice that we're hopefully going to see today. I'm actually going to show you what they are. We've got these actions story cubes and also voyages. So actions and voyages. So I'll get started with the piles now. Hey there everyone, if you pick pile number 1 with Gizmond, then this is your reading. So we'll take a look at your cards first, and then we'll add your charms and your dice as well. So let's see if your answer is a yes or a no. So we've got Renewal, which is the Judgment card. Also got Unity, which is the Hierophant. And 10 of Earth. So we've got Taurus energy here. Kind of Earth energy is coming across quite strongly. What I see is that this is about a big decision that needs to be made. It's kind of like you're at a crossroads phase. standing in front of a decision and you want to do what's right for you and what's right for everyone. I'm saying with the 10 of Earth here, I'm feeling like this is more of a positive answer, but we will look at the Oracle cards for more information, because this is kind of like, it's just saying that you've got a decision to make, you're thinking about it, and that you want this security in this relationship, whatever it is that you're asking about. You want security and you want to do the right thing and make the right decision. So, or you're hoping someone will make a certain decision. So you've got a Faerytale Oracle card that says the Frog Prince, and this is intimacy. Your romance angel is pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. And that's kind of what renewal and unity are both about. It's about weighing up all of the aspects of a situation to make your decision. You see, he's surrounded by all of these symbols of different religions, and he's really deep in thought. And here, these people are standing in front of a crossroads. This angel is holding this sword of judgment, and it's really like, which way are they going to go? You've got Es liegt ganz an dir. It's completely up to you. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. And your Gnome Tarot card for today is Pěťorka Meče, Svoboda. So the 5 of Swords, and it says freedom here. And this little guy is eating, I think he's cooked himself like a chicken on this little spit, and he's eating it all to himself. So what I'm strongly getting is that this is a decision that rests on one person, and I think for many of you it will be a decision that you have to make. Right in the center of this reading there is this person deep in thought, and then there is this angel pointing towards you. So it feels like you've been putting it off as well, because we've got wandering path here. Enjoy the journey. I think if you're asking about a relationship with someone that you already know, then I think you've kind of been on this path for quite a while. Like, things have been moving maybe quite slowly, or just you've known this person a long time. A lot of things have happened, and you're kind of now at the crunch point, because you're like, well, actually, is this going to become a fully fledged relationship, or are we going to move to the next step, or how do you really feel about me? Like, it feels like you finally want to either do this or just stop trying, is what I'm feeling. Really feels like you're standing at a crossroads. What the cards are strongly saying though is that you have all the power here, and that you get to make your decision. I would say with the 10 of Earth that this is a strong relationship, and you've also got the Frog Prince. So intimacy, this person may not seem like the best person when you look at them on paper or based on looks, but I feel like you do have a very strong connection to this person. If you're asking about how someone's feeling about you, or if they're going to come back to you, I feel like they are giving it a lot of strong thought, and there may have been things that have happened in the past that have made them question the relationship. You know, maybe there's been arguments or betrayals, or someone's had their head turned, someone's been putting energy outside of the relationship, whether that's to a third party, or letting family tell them what to do, or working to the detriment of the relationship. But someone here is really doing a lot of thinking, and they will come to a decision, because it seems like quite one-sided here. But I think the right decision for everyone will be made. So I'm feeling this is more of a yes. That's the feeling that I'm getting from the cards. And we've got this kind of this freedom card as well. And the 5 of Swords talks about conflict. It talks about people wanting different things, or people saying things that might be quite cruel or upsetting, arguing sometimes, or just trying to get revenge or one up on each other. But this picture just makes me think of like freedom, but also satisfaction. Like, he's just got everything that he needs there. He's got these simple pleasures, and he's about to take a big bite out of this chicken, and it just makes me think that he's in his space that's right for him. So I do think this will work out peacefully for everyone involved. We've got this lovely 10 of Earth here. So I'm feeling your answer is more of a yes. So let's get your charms, and then we'll do your dice. So Pile number 1, is the answer to pile number 1's love question a yes or a no? Okay, we've actually got quite a lot of charms there, so let's see what we have. We've got quite a few initials. Let's start with those. So we've got A, X, ooh, Q, and J. So those could be first names, surnames, or places for you. If not, that's fine. You can just leave them. It may only be for a few people. But when I get the Q, I do think of like questioning something, or questioning yourself. So we've got this fairy here for magic, and it has landed on this Frog Prince card. And you know, the Frog Prince story, it's all about transformation, and it's about not paying too much attention to looks and that kind of material side of a relationship. Like, it's about what's on the inside, and he does transform into this handsome prince. He has been kind of cursed to be a frog. So it's interesting that you've got this magic charm on there. Then you've got this star here, which is all about hope and faith, and having the faith that you're on the right path and that you're healing. And we've got this lovely shooting star as well, which is about a wish being granted. So I do feel like the answer to your question is a yes. We've got the deer here. This is about someone who is maybe a bit naive or innocent, or maybe a bit gullible. The hare, and this can talk about springtime. It's about fertility as well, and about being your true self. Mad as a March hare. I really like that phrase, and that's what I think of when I see the hare. We've also got transformation here, which is what I was saying that the Frog Prince is all about. We've got home and family, and this elephant makes me think of learning from your past mistakes, and also just moving forward, clearing obstacles out of your way. What I will say also with Wandering Path is that it might take a little bit longer for things to come to this conclusion, because Wandering Path is all about just taking your time. Also got this flower, which is about beauty, growth. Another one of these elephants, so that's coming across quite strongly as a message. Maybe elephant as a spirit animal has some importance to you. We've got this good luck charm as well. This umbrella is about protection. There is the weight here, so this is about burdens, someone being burdened by something, or something kind of weighing heavily on someone's chest. And this shark is about fear as well, so this could be partly what is having an influence on someone's decision in this situation. And then we've got the racehorse, and this is about someone wanting to race to the finish, when that isn't always the best thing to do. So maybe someone in this connection that you're asking about has been wanting to rush things, been wanting to go more quickly than the other person. Or if you're asking about finding love, maybe you are rushing it when you need to be thinking about other important things in your life, because that renewal card is really about really important things in your life. There's also this acorn, which is about new beginnings and potential as well. So this relationship does have potential, and you've got the happy couple as well. So again, I am feeling like the answer to this is a yes. There is this fairy sitting on the moon, just waiting for her dreams to come true. And these tennis rackets are about competition. So maybe there was a third party situation here, or maybe someone had to compete for the other person's attention against family or against their work. We've also got this Christmas tree, so winter or Christmas time may have some importance, some meaning in this situation. This birdhouse is about calling to your friends. It's about wanting to have people around you, wanting to socialize, wanting to have that support. And the dolphins are about a helpful person. And then this footprint is about following in someone's footsteps or following someone on social media. So far I'm feeling this answer is a yes. If you're asking if someone's going to come back to you, if you're asking if this relationship has potential, if you're asking if things are going to progress with someone, I think the answer to all of that is yes. If you're asking about when you will find love, well, not when you'll find love because that's not yes or no, but like if you're going to find love soon, I would say it may take longer than you had hoped or anticipated, but that's so that you focus on some other important things as well. There are some things that need addressing here with this pay attention to the red flags card. Someone has some behavior that needs addressing, or a way of thinking or habits that aren't healthy, or maybe there's trauma, issues that are still being carried around from the past that need healing because they are damaging the relationship or they're damaging your life in some way. So we're going to put your dice on now and we're going to roll this d6. So which set of dice are we going to roll for pile number 1 today, please? 2. Okay, so you've got the original story cubes. So that's these ones. But as you know, if you've been on my channel before, I don't like to roll them all in case they don't all have a message for you, because that would just be confusing. There's just a load of random dice on there. So how many dice am I rolling for pile number 1 today? Okay, we're going to roll again. 5. Okay. I know some people like to guess. They write in the comments that they guessed it correctly. So I'm going to let 4 just fall out. Okay, so pile number 1 is the answer to your love question, a yes or a no. Okay, so we've got this house again. So we've got that charm here of the house, and now we've got it again. So there is some kind of strong influence of the home or the family here. Take it how it resonates. Obviously, all of this, take it how it's resonating with you, because it is a general reading on YouTube. It won't resonate 100% with everyone. It's not a private reading. But there does seem to be a strong family influence here, or some issues to do with home. Maybe someone is far from home in this situation, or is spending all their time at home. Maybe they don't want to move in with you, if that's what you're asking about. Maybe that's what they're thinking about. Because we've got this abacus here on this unity card, this Hierophant card, and this is about working things out, working out what you want. Is also to do with finances sometimes, you know, saving money, keeping track of your finances. We've got the magnet here as well, so like it's kind of landed on it's completely up to you, and it's like you have this power, you have this strong pull, and I feel there is this strong attraction in this relationship that you're asking about, or if you're asking about a future connection when you will have a relationship, there is going to be strong attraction there. And this torchlight is landing on this girl, like the spotlight is on you, like someone is really waiting for someone to make a decision, or someone's decision is really going to impact what's going to happen here. And then this little teepee on Wandering Path, I like this because this makes me think of Sanctuary. It's kind of like the home again, but with it landing on Wandering Path, it's like staying somewhere and, you know, not just rushing to the finish line like that racehorse was talking about, but just taking your time and, you know, we'll stop here and we'll enjoy this space and we'll enjoy talking about this and spending this time together, and then we'll go over here. We're not rushing to any particular goal. We're just enjoying getting there, knowing that we will get there in the future, but we're not forcing it. So pile number 1, I do think your answer is a yes. It may take a little bit more time to complete, but I think your answer is a yes to your question. If this resonated with you, please do let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share with a friend, subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. And as ever, if you want to book a private reading, remember to leave your name, email address, question, and if you're asking about someone else, their names as well. If you want to support the channel, you can do that on Patreon or on my PayPal, or through sending me a deck if you're feeling very generous through my Amazon wishlist. Yeah, would be really wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my honor to read your cards and to give you some guidance today. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there everyone who picked pile number 2 with Gunvald as your gnome. We're going to see if the answer to your question is a yes or a no, if the cards will tell us that. So let's take a look at what you've got. So you've got 8 of air, Page of water, and Knight of air. Okay, this is an interesting mix of cards. I see there's kind of a lot of confusion or self-doubt, or like a lot of like feeling, it's like feeling confused and feeling a bit trapped here, like not knowing what to do. And then with Page of water, Knight of air, this could be you and another person that you're asking about. It could be 2 separate people that aren't you. So maybe you're asking about a third party situation. Maybe you're asking if someone's going to come into your life soon. If that's the case, I see 2 people. But there's certainly like a kind of a sense of indecision, or of not knowing what to do, not knowing what the right thing to do is, or how to kind of move forward in this situation. There's a lot of feeling. I feel like someone here, for many of you, is trying to rush things forward, and the other person doesn't want that as much. They'd prefer to take it a bit more slowly. Someone's feeling a bit overwhelmed, or a bit stuck. So I'm going to get the other cards now, because I can't give like a yes or no from just these cards alone. So we've got brother and sister transformation. And that's interesting because this is quite a feminine energy, and this is quite a masculine energy. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Friedliche Lösung, which is peaceful resolution, peaceful solution. Voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. And your gnome tarot card for today is Karol Chash Simya. So this is the King of Cups, and it says here family. So what do I see here? Now I'm going to try and just unpack it for people with different situations. I'm sorry if I don't say your exact kind of situation, but I'm just trying to think of as many different things that people could be asking here. So if you're asking about love coming towards you, if that's going to happen, the answer is yes. You may actually have 2 people to choose from, or 3. We've got the King of Cups here. There is going to be someone making this kind of offering, because we've got 2 cups people here. It may be that if you're in a third party situation, this King of Cups type is trying to choose between these 2 people. But whatever you're asking about is going to come to a peaceful solution, and there is love in this situation. You will find love. You will have this lovely, loving experience. There is going to be a transformation here. So if you're asking about someone coming back to you who's left you, or that you're not speaking to, I do see them coming back into your life, and whether it becomes a proper relationship or not, you will feel at peace with what happens. If you're asking about moving forward in a relationship with someone, or if you're going to get into a relationship with someone, again, I see them coming forward. But with this retreat card and the 8 of air card, it's like someone is kind of a bit scared of this. It's like someone is offering love or offering a relationship, offering up feelings, and someone else is a bit afraid. They're a bit unsure or unready, or they doubt themselves a little bit. They doubt what they can bring to the relationship. But I think with a bit of time and a bit of gentle encouragement, this will all go well, because the Page of water just makes me think of someone who's maybe a bit inexperienced in matters of love, or a bit kind of sensitive and isn't quite sure of themselves yet, and they just need a little bit of gentle encouragement. So the Knight of air, I would recommend kind of not trying to rush this person, not trying to rush this relationship, this situation, because this person may then kind of back off a little bit if they get a bit spooked, if things are moving too quickly. But I see you finding love. I see you having this sense of peace within you. So if you're asking about love coming towards you, like if that's going to happen, then I see it happening maybe more quickly than you'd expected, or someone kind of comes into your life like a whirlwind with the Knight of Air, and you feel a bit then unsure because you're like, well, I didn't expect things to be this intense, or I didn't expect things to be kind of happening in such a short time frame, and I don't know what to do. So again, just kind of treat things gently, I would say, to pile number 2, and you will find this lovely peaceful solution. I really love this picture. It's like there's so much nature, and it's this really beautiful image. So I'm going to put some charms on top, and then we'll do your dice. So pile number 2, is the answer to your love question a yes or a no? Okay, so as far as initials go, I think we've only just got this one, which is T. So that could mean something to you as a first name, surname, or place. Let's just start from the bottom. I like to start from the bottom for some reason. So we've got this goldstone ball. It's really nice and shiny. And this talks, it's like the sun card. So this is talking about happiness, confidence, which is lacking here in the Eight of Air. Someone finding their confidence. It's about good, positive times, happy times coming your way. So again, I do see this having a peaceful solution. You've got this ram here. So this is Aries energy. There's also a lot of water and air energy as well, but we've got Aries here. So the other thing I would say when I get the ram is that someone may be being a bit stubborn in this relationship or in this situation, refusing to budge in some way, refusing to compromise. We've also got this little apple, which is about health, having healthy relationships. Yeah, we've got the pumpkin here, which is about autumn and Halloween. So that may be when something changes in the relationship, or it may be when something important happened in this relationship for you. If you're asking when love is going to come to you, it may be around that time. You've also got this Deathly Hallows charm, so you may be a fan of Harry Potter. But what I say when I get this charm is that it's something kind of very eternal. It feels like, you know, something that's lasting a very long time, and it's very significant for you. But what I've never got this feeling from this charm before, but I'm now feeling like third party for some of you, because obviously there are 3 of these and they're very intertwined. I do wonder if for some of you this is a third party situation. You've got this monkey here, which is about playfulness, having more light-hearted energy in your love life, and you have this shooting star, so a wish will be granted. I'm going to say this is looking like a yes for you. If you're asking, is something going to happen that you want to happen, then I would say it's looking like a yes. We've got the dragon here, so this could be someone born in the Chinese Year of the Dragon, but it's also about something very significant for you. And that's also the feeling I get from the Deathly Hallows, like it's something really, really very significant in your life that you're asking about. You've also got this galaxy, and it's landed on this peaceful solution, peaceful resolution. And what I say when I see this charm is that I think of waiting for the stars to align, like waiting for everything to just fall into the right place. So I would say if it is a third party situation with this retreat card, I would say maybe take a little step back for now and just let things work out without you kind of pushing and involving yourself, because I feel like for a lot of you, it's just a matter of time and like waiting for things to kind of naturally sort themselves out and getting a strong feeling of like nature here. You've got this umbrella, which is about protection, and so is this Celtic knot here. It's about protection and stabilizing your energy as well. So that's very important here, that you're not kind of all over the place, because that's what I'm feeling from the tarot cards, like this feeling of being like, oh, everywhere, very ungrounded, very unsure. You've got this ladybird, which is all about good luck, and the 6 of Wands charm here. So hallelujah, good news is on its way. Victory is coming towards you. So again, I'm feeling like it's a yes for you. You've got this fairy, which is about magic. landing kind of above this transformation card. And you've got this relatively new charm that I just added, I think last week or the week before. And this is a little mouse on a ruble. And I live in Russia. He's saving this ruble. So this is about saving up money or saving up, like storing up energy. So some of you will be saving right now. You'll be saving towards a particular goal. You've got a helpful person here with these dolphins. You've also got winter or Christmas time, so that could also be when something changed for you or when something is going to change. You have Sagittarius energy as well, and intuitive, which is Pisces. So quite a lot of star signs coming out here. So I feel like a fair few people will probably choose this pile. And you've got the frog charm. Now it's interesting because pile number 1, they got the Frog Prince card, but you've got the frog charm, and this just makes me think of like having to kiss a few frogs before one of them turns into Prince Charming. And that's totally fine and normal. We've all got to go through the frogs before we meet the prince. You've got this anchor here, which again is about stability and like security as well. I feel like at the moment you are, or someone in this connection is feeling very ungrounded and very kind of, I'm just feeling like anxious when I'm doing this reading now. I'm feeling that someone is very anxious and is very sensitive. Like I feel someone at the moment, if someone says something to them or if they see something like on Facebook that would upset them, like a comment that someone has left, I feel like they would just burst into tears or they'll just be really, really upset. So if that's you, please do try and take steps to kind of stabilize your energy, meditate, write things down, get it all out, how you're feeling, just to kind of bring yourself back into center. Because if you're really wound up about this situation, then it's not going to help it move forward. It's just going to keep you feeling very upset and very, like, not in your power. It's like you're kind of teetering about, waiting for someone else to make a decision that strongly affects you. And to take back some of that power by just stabilizing yourself. We've got the birdhouse here, and this bird, his beak is open. He's calling out to his friends. And this makes me think of socializing, calling out for that support network to be around you. You need to listen to what your inner wisdom is telling you. You have this beauty charm, this flower. And then, this is like the 8 of air. So this spider web, someone is feeling stuck or trapped, or like the situation is just not moving forward. Someone wants to move things forward very quickly. And then we've got this crocodile, so this indicates there could be a toxic person in this situation, someone who is really only interested in themselves and what they can get from the situation. So at the moment I'm feeling it's like a yes, but lots of things have to happen before we get to that stage. I'm going to roll for your dice now, so let's see which set of dice we're using for pile number 2 today, please. 3. Okay, so that is the mystery story cubes. So not the new ones, I'm afraid. Got the mystery ones. Although if you're new to the channel, then all of these are new to you. So how many of these dice am I rolling for pile number 2? 6. Okay. I know some people like to guess. They say in the comments that they've guessed how many dice I'm going to roll and they've guessed correctly. Like a little game within the reading. So, pile number 2, is the answer to your love question a yes or a no? Okay. What have we got here? Okay, so what I'm seeing, we've got the brain. Yeah, the brain. And we've also got the calculator. So someone is really like working things out. They're really thinking about the situation, figuring out what they want. It does feel like you're waiting for someone else to make a decision. So I feel like for many of you, you're asking if someone's going to come back to you, if someone's going to reach out, if you're in a no contact situation, or you're asking if someone's going to choose you in a third party situation. Sorry, just having a sip of my chrysanthemum tea that I'm drinking today. Like someone is working things out. And with this retreat card, I do wonder if there is no contact or low contact right now for you. For people asking about love coming towards them, I will say figure out what you really want before you try and manifest this, or before you put yourself out there, so that you're not going to accept kind of the wrong type of person for you. Really think about your goals in life and how you want to be treated in a relationship, how you deserve and expect to be treated. With this film, like it's a, what's it called? Like a roll of film, a recording. This makes me think the situation for many of you has just been going round and round and round for a very long time. You've been in this situation for quite a while, or things just haven't been moving forward. We've also got this ghost, so I'm feeling some of you have been ghosted, or a ghost of the past has come back to haunt you. I'm feeling more like it's going to be the first one for a lot of you. We've also got the kind of missing person sign, like it's either missing person or it's a wanted poster, and it just makes me think that for some of you, you feel like someone is missing from your life and you really miss them and you want them back. And for some of you, you're searching for something. You're searching for a specific person in your life, or a specific type of person. You want this relationship, you're ready for it, you're open to accepting it. And then we've got the line up here, like when you are picking out people in a group, and this again makes me feel that someone is kind of choosing between two people, or choosing between the single life and someone, or choosing between whether they want to live where they are now or move in with someone, or whether they want to take their relationship to the next step or stay where they are or break up. It really feels like there's choice for someone here, and maybe it's this King of Cups character. I do like this card though. Like I think he looks very non-threatening and he looks like a nice guy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Father Christmas with that red hat and the beard. I just really I love gnomes. Love my little gnomes. So what I'm feeling, pile number 2, is that this answer is a yes, and I'm saying you will find love, and the situation you're asking about, if it's in conflict or if it's in stalemate, it will find a peaceful solution. So you can stop worrying about that now. You can set your mind at rest. You can stop being so wound up and sensitive about the situation. You can just breathe and know that it will work out peacefully, and you will find the right love for you, whether it's the person you're asking about or not. You will find that person who is right for you, and the situation will work out positively, but it may take a while. There are still some hurdles that need to be gone over, and there are still some things that you need to go through in order to get there. So I do hope this has been helpful for you, pile number 2. That's all I've got for you today. Do let me know if it resonated in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share with a friend, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you'd like a private reading, again, you need to go to my Etsy page to do that, but please remember to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved in your question. And if you want to help out the channel, that's amazing. Thank you so much. You can do that on my Patreon page, or if you just want to do like a one-off thing, there is PayPal link in the description, and there's also my Amazon wish list. Yeah, thank you so much for all of your generosity, everyone who's donated to the channel, and my lovely patrons as well. It really helps the channel, and it's just lovely to see that people have so much faith in what I'm doing and are enjoying my readings so much and getting a lot of peace and guidance from them. It's really lovely that you want to support me in that way. So thank you for joining me today. It's been an honor for me to read your cards for you. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever time it is for you right now, wherever you are in the world. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Hey there, everyone who picked pile number 3 with Gaia as their gnome. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to take a look and see if we can get a specific yes or no answer to your question, but it may be a bit more shaded than that. We'll see what the cards say. So you've got Ace of Water, the Magician, so 2 wands, 8 of Earth, Knight of Fire. Okay, so we've got fire signs represented here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Take that on board if that's important to you. If not, that's fine. You can just leave it. Okay, so I'm going to try and interpret this as much as I can based on kind of the sorts of questions I think people will be asking. So if you're asking if you're going to find love like anytime soon, I think the answer is yes. You've got the Ace of Water straight away and the Magician, which is about love coming towards you, meeting a new person or a relationship resurging. So if you are asking if someone's going to come back to you, an ex, or if they're going to get back in contact with you, the answer is yes, and it may be quite suddenly. You are going to be manifesting things when it comes to love. If you're asking if a relationship is going to advance, if you're going to get married or if you're going to move in together or become committed, I would also say the answer is yes. But I am also getting the vibe here that there is possibly a guy who enjoys being a bachelor, because the Magician and the Knight of Fire, neither of them kind of want to be tied down, but it is softened here by this Ace of Water. So I do think that you will be manifesting someone, you'll be bringing love closer towards you, you will be bringing love into your life. So that's all very positive. And for people hoping to move in together, this card does say a new home, so that is also shown here. Then we've got the Eight of Earth. Now this makes me think of needing to work hard at something. So this relationship that you're asking about may not be all fun and games. There may be difficulties here. I'm feeling for some of you this is I don't know why I'm feeling it's a twin flame for some of you. It's not really strongly shown here, but I'm just feeling it is. Maybe it's the One and the Magician, I'm not sure. But I'm feeling for some of you it's a twin flame or maybe a soulmate. It's not an easy relationship is what I'm feeling like. There are things that need to be worked on, or someone is going through difficulties in other areas of their lives that's going to have an effect on the relationship and make it more make it kind of less fun for the time being is what I'm feeling. That there are things that you need to work on together. There are things that possibly even need to be worked on individually, like if it's trust issues or if it's past traumas that need to be healed from. Like there's just stuff to work on here, and that may indicate a period of waiting before things really get back on track for those of you asking about that, or before things can progress. And then we've got the Knight of Fire, which tells me that after that, things may move very quickly, things may get very passionate. This is definitely, if you're asking about someone, a connection where there is a lot of passion and where there is a lot of mutual attraction, and also deep feelings as well with the Ace of Water. But it's like someone in this relationship is more superficial than the other one. Like as much as I feel you're both feeling a deep kind of soul connection, regardless of what both of your beliefs are, whether you even consider soulmates to be a real thing, there is this deep connection deep within you that you both feel, but one of you is kind of more interested in the physical and in what people look like and in passion and all of this thing. So someone here may have a wandering eye. It may be a third party situation you're asking about, in which case I'm not seeing a clear answer for you just yet, but we're going to get the other cards and the charms and the dice, so don't worry. So I'm not going to say yes or no just yet, although I think for some of you it's definitely a yes. Let's take a look, a little bit more detail. So your fairy tale card is the Goose Girl, theft. So yeah, for some of you this is third party or a no contact or an ex situation. Your romance angel is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And that's kind of what I was feeling with Eight of Earth. Like it's going to require some hard work here. Like some effort is needed. Like it's not going to be easy to get to the place that you want to be, just because this connection has its difficulties, and maybe both of you have flaws or both of you have some incompatibilities, or it's just so intense and passionate that there are arguments. Whatever it is, there is some effort that needs to be taken. We've got in den kommenden Wochen, so in the coming weeks. So there may be change quite quickly, and that's what I was kind of seeing with this Ace of Water and the Magician. Like they're right at the front there. It's this very sudden new beginning. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be, so that's nice to hear. I love this little bird here as well as an owl here, but I love this little I don't even know what it's meant to be. It's kind of got like the body shape of a robin, but I don't think it's a robin because it's not the right colours. I don't know if there are other kinds of robin, but I just like how he's quite plump and sweet. And then your gnome tarot card for today is Osmiorka Maniety. No, Восьмерка монет, Biednost. So this is oh my goodness, it's the Eight of Pentacles, so you've got that twice. Okay, so double message there. This is something that needs to be worked hard at. And the word biednost is poverty. And it's interesting, you've also got the word theft here. So this card, whenever I look at it, it does make me think of relationships where the power balance is a bit skewed or where it's a third party, because this is a beggar man and he's sitting there in the snow with not enough clothing to cover him, and he's holding out his bare hand for food or money or a hot drink, and it's like that breadcrumbing feeling, like just waiting for someone to show you some love or waiting for someone to kind of show favor towards you. And it's not a nice feeling if you're in that position. And if you are in that position, then I would say stop it. Like, stop putting yourself there. I'm not blaming you in any way, but I'm saying, like, here you need to lay down some boundaries, because this relationship is not going to be easy to get back on track, although I do see it being possible. So what I'm saying so far, group number 3, is that there will be change in the next few weeks, or kind of like 1 to 2 month period. So fairly soon for you. This relationship will require some hard work on both parts. You know, you're both going to have to be prepared to put the effort in. And this card is telling you, do not do more than the other person. Like, just because you want the relationship to work out, do not be doing 80% while the other person's doing 20, or 60 when the other person's doing 40. Like, make sure it's 50-50 is what we've got here. I think for some of you, this is a third party situation, and this is saying be in your power. Wait for this person to come to you, because I see them kind of approaching you in some way. So maybe they're going to make contact. Maybe there's something coming up, like a birthday, where they're going to make contact, or just something like they're going to come back and say something, and you feel like they've been stolen from you, or you feel like, you know, you've broken up, or they've gone no contact with you, and it's this feeling of missing this person, and that this person has been kind of snatched out of your life and wanting them back. But you've got to be in your power. If you're asking about love coming to you, if that's a possibility, the answer is yes. But again, don't just kind of snatch any little affection that someone gives you. Remember that you are worth so much, and that you expect to be treated like a king or a queen, and not like this beggar. You know, that phrase, beggars can't be choosers, is now coming to me. Like, you have a lot of choice in this situation. So make sure you're only accepting the best for yourself. But I love that you have this card. This is such a lovely card. Unknown territory, you're exactly where you need to be, because that's just saying, like, it doesn't matter what you're going through right now, however difficult it is, however much you're doubting yourself, just know that you're where the universe wants you to be right now, and you're being guided by this lovely owl figure here. You're where you need to be. Don't worry. So I'm going to put your charms on top and see what information they can give us, and then we'll do your dice. So pile number 3. Sorry guys, my camera just fell over. I'm currently working with a tripod that broke and became a bipod, so it's a bit hard to balance it. So sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna ask the charms. So group number 3 is the answer to your love question a yes or a no? Okay. So we've got just one initial here, and that's the letter F. So that could have some significance to you as a first name or a surname or a place. But if it doesn't, that's fine. You can just leave it. It may only be for a few specific people. So we've got the birdhouse charm here, and this is about calling on your friends and kind of wanting to socialize, wanting to have that support around you. You've got the sheath here, which is about someone hiding their feelings or hiding their true motives, like keeping something hidden. And I notice you've also got this black obsidian ball, which is also about things being hidden, deception sometimes as well. It's like this mystery ball. You've got a very good friend with this little frog, so maybe you are going to be having some advice from your friends, or maybe this person that you're asking about is a friend, or you're going to meet someone through friends. You've got V as well, I've just noticed, the letter V. So there's some healing that needs to be done here. We've got a starfish, and because they grow back their limbs when they lose them, it makes me think of healing when I see them. And we've got this fortress here, so maybe you're not very open to love at the moment, or the person you're asking about is kind of shut off, and maybe you're in no contact, or they're just not open to talking about the situation. And as I was saying, for many of you, this is a third party situation, because we've got this tennis rackets, which is about competition, competitiveness. But I love that you've got this bell, because this is about good news and good things coming towards you. So again, you are exactly where you need to be. You don't really need to worry about the outcome of this situation, because however it unfolds, it's going to unfold in the right way for you. That's really what I'm feeling here. So we've got this little flower, which is about beauty. So if you're asking about a person, they do think that you are beautiful. And this paw print is about following in someone's footsteps, or following someone on social media. So they may be watching you on social media. You may interact with people on social media. And then we've got the Jolly Roger. So this is about someone showing their true colours, showing who they really are. So that may be what's going to happen in a few weeks' time. It's interesting because you've got these things about hiding things, and then you've got this thing about truth and kind of realising who someone really is. So maybe truths will come out. And you've got this thistle as well. So this talks about Scottish connections, people with Scottish names or surnames or family history, someone who may have red hair. It also talks about someone who may be a bit prickly, a bit difficult to get to like or get to know very well. And I've noticed you got the cactus as well, which says a similar thing. But it's also about someone being in survival mode, just trying to get through the situation. You have a big key here, so you will find a solution to the situation. You don't need to worry about that, as I said. And you've got the word best friend, so I wonder if you are asking about a friend, or asking about a friend's love life, perhaps. But maybe this person that you're interested in is a friend to you, or was a friend to you. You've also got this elephant, so this is about learning from your past mistakes and moving forward, just clearing obstacles out of your way. That's what I think of when I see these little elephants. You've got stability and security here with this anchor. And you've got the word optimistic, which is the Sagittarius charm. So someone could be a Sagittarius here. We have got all of the fire signs represented. As I said earlier, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is also about being optimistic about the situation and about your love life as well. So then we've got this leaf, which is about shedding, releasing things that you no longer need. You have creativity and inspiration with this little ink pot. The helmet is about going through a difficult time, and that makes sense with this cactus here being about survival mode. You've also got the word hope. Then you've got Red Riding Hood, which represents the feminine in this situation, so this could be you. And when we get Red Riding Hood, it's about not being pulled off the wrong path, like staying on your right path, not letting any kind of wolf character tempt you away or self-doubt pull you off the path, like just staying on the path that you know is right for you. And you have got the happy couple, so that's always a nice omen for love readings. But again, we've got like 3 people here is what I see, like 2 people and then another person standing at the side. And then we've got this haunted house, so something or someone is haunting you here, won't leave your mind, won't leave your emotional space. And the snail is about things moving slowly, going slowly. So yeah, again, what I'm seeing so far is that this may be a friend for you that you're asking about, or a friendship connection it may have started off as, or you're asking about your friend's love life. I am seeing third party for some of you, but if that doesn't resonate, that's okay. We have got some really good signs that this will become a relationship for many of you, or that this person will get back in touch, definitely. Things will resurge. I do see you finding a solution to this situation, and something may unfold within the next few weeks. You may learn something, some new information. There may be a positive change in the next few weeks. So there is some shifting going on pretty soon for you guys. I'm going to do your dice now as well and see what they can tell us. So which set of dice am I rolling for pile number 3 today? 2, so that's the original story cubes. Well, no one's got any of the new dice today, which is quite sad. Maybe pile number 4 will get them. So how many of these dice am I going to roll for pile number 3 today, please? 8. Wow. Okay, so getting quite a few. I know some of you like to guess. I do get told in the comments section that some people have like correctly guessed how many I'm gonna roll. So pile number 3 is the answer to your love question, a yes or a no. Okay, let me see what we've got. Okay, so you've got another key here, so you're definitely going to find a solution to this situation. I do see it kind of working out peacefully for you. You've got the wheel of fortune spinning, so things are going to work out in your favor, is what I see. You've got the torch, which makes me think of like illuminating and throwing light on something. So again, I'm feeling like you're going to find something out, find out some truth in the next few weeks. And we've got the magic wand as well, which makes me think of transformation, and that's also landed on the next few weeks. So I do feel like things are going to shift and change for some of you pretty quickly. We've got the rainbow, and this is really nice because it makes me think of blessings and like happiness and dreaming. And this arrow landing straight upwards, which is like, woo, like we're going up, we're going straight to the top. It was like perfectly straight. That's never happened before. So things are definitely going to improve for you. You've also got the fire. So I am feeling there's a lot of fire sign energy in here for you. Maybe you as well as this person. And then this person, he's kind of like, it's not going to focus. He's like afraid of his own shadow. His shadow is like haunting him in a way. So I do feel like there is still going to be issues that this relationship needs to deal with. There is things kind of casting a shadow over it, and it may be this third party, it may be arguments you've had, it may be betrayals or difficulties in life in general, but there is something that needs dealing with in this relationship because it's kind of overshadowing everything. So you will find a solution. It does look like it will turn out positively for you. Group number 3, so I hope this has been helpful for you and that it's given you some clarity in your situation. Do let me know how it resonated with you in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share with a friend and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to go. My Etsy page is in the description box, but do remember to leave your email address, your question and the names of everyone involved. Otherwise you risk your reading being pushed back another 24 hours if I don't have your information in time. And if I don't have it within the 3-day time period, I will just cancel your order and refund you, because if you haven't got back to me, I don't want it saying on my Etsy page that it's overdue, because then that makes me look bad. So please just make sure that you've given me all of the information. If you want to help out the channel, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Please do check out my Patreon page, my PayPal link, and also my Amazon wish list if you're feeling especially generous. That would be so lovely. It's really been an honor to have you with me today and to read your cards for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your day wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you right now, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there everyone who picked pile number 4 with Gjord as your gnome. Welcome to your reading. So this is your yes or no reading for love questions. So we'll see if the cards are going to give us a distinct yes or no. They may not. It may be a bit kind of more shaded than that, or it may have some conditions to it. So look at your tarot cards first. So we've got the Wheel, lovely card to get. Got the Moon and King of Air. Okay, so we've got Pisces energy here and all of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If that resonates with you, if not, that's fine, you can just leave it. As always, this is a general reading on YouTube. It will not resonate 100% with everyone. Please just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. You're also welcome to pick another pile if nothing is resonating, but do just take what's resonating and leave what just doesn't sit right with you. So we've got the Wheel. So whatever you're asking about, I do see there being some positive change, probably in the near future. Things start to move forward for you. If you're asking if you're going to find love, this may be someone coming into your life. If you're asking if someone is going to come back to you who's an ex, or if you're in no contact, then I see them kind of reaching out and you having some discussion. Because the King of Air is also about communication. If you're asking if a relationship is going to progress, if there's going to be commitment, then I do see things moving forward positively. This is about positive forward movement. But we have got the Moon here right in the center, and this indicates that there is some fear or worry or insecurity. There's someone in this situation who's not quite sure. So if you're asking if love is going to come to you, then there are maybe some issues with like self-confidence, or you're maybe not sure it's the right time for you, but really you'd like a relationship, or you feel like you should be in a relationship now because it's that time of your life where you need to think about settling down, but you're not quite sure it's what you want. That's what I'm picking up here. There's someone in this connection has some fear or insecurity or worry. So if you're asking about a relationship that you already have, or a relationship that's already kind of in progress, someone has these niggling doubts or worries or fears about the connection. I'm just going to try and interpret it as much as I can. Like, I'm trying to think of all the different types of questions people might ask. So I'm sorry if I'm talking about a situation that has no relevance to you whatsoever. Please just try and take it how it resonates with you. So this is representing things like those fears and doubts and insecurities. And then we've got the King of Air. So this is about communication, open and honest communication. So if you're asking if someone wants to progress with you, like move in with you or become committed or get married, it's something you're definitely going to discuss, and this person is going to try and do it very impartially. I feel like they are almost a bit dispassionate in this situation because they're not too emotionally invested in what it is that you're asking about. Like, maybe moving in or getting married is a very significant thing for you, like it's a big milestone for you, but they're not that bothered about it. So maybe when they talk to you, they might come off as a bit kind of cold, but that's just because they're not as invested in what you're asking about as you are. And also I'm getting the feeling that a lot of these people are not like an overly emotional person, or they're not someone who shows emotion very strongly. They kind of keep that within. So take that if it resonates. If you're asking about if love is going to come to you, then I do see you being in communication with someone who may be a Pisces or an air sign, and they may be older than you as well. King of Air is kind of like older male energy. So let's get the rest of your cards and see what kind of a feeling they're giving me. So we've got Red Riding Hood, Rites of Passage. That's your fairy tale card. Then your romance angel is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You've got 9 with an exclamation mark, so that's no with an exclamation mark. So that's the first kind of very plain talking thing we've had today. We've got miracles. I love this card. Expect the wondrous to emerge. And it's interesting that you've got miracles and the wheel, because they're both about kind of miraculous events happening. And then we've got a gnome tarot card, which is Karolmiche Saznanie. Oh, you've got the King of Swords twice. Oh, that's interesting, because pile number 3 also had their gnome card was the same as one of their tarot cards. So that's really interesting that you're getting that double message. So yeah, air energy very strongly represented here, or an older man, or a man who is just kind of not very emotional, because they're probably quite intellectual is what I'm feeling, that they're probably quite well educated, or they prefer to think logically. They've got that kind of mathematical brain rather than an emotional, intuitive brain. But it says here Saznanie, which is recognition and awareness. So there is definitely going to be communication here for you. So if you're asking about someone who you're in no contact with, you are going to have contact with them again. It may not be overly emotional, but you are going to have contact with them again. I feel like this person is going to try and keep things fairly lighthearted. Maybe they're quite a witty person, like quite banterous. And that also may come across as cold to you if you're asking about if you're talking about a serious situation. That may make you think that they're not taking it seriously. And that's not the case. I just feel like this person, for as much as they may be very educated and they may be very good at their career and all of this thing, and they may be very intelligent, they don't like to be faced with very difficult situations. Like, they try and keep things lighthearted a lot of the time. So Red Riding Hood, rites of passage. So again, this is making me think that some of you are asking about, when am I going to get someone in a relationship with me, or am I going to get married? Am I going to move in with someone? And so the answer to that is yes, if you are asking about rites of passage. I just feel like this person that you're asking about is a little bit kind of difficult to get around, because I can't ignore this big no card right in the middle here. Even with the wheel and the miracles card kind of surrounding it. It feels like for some of you, you're asking, so if you're asking, is this person going to come back to me? You're going to have communication, but I don't think you're going to become a couple again. If you're asking, are we going to move in together? Are we going to be committed? Are we going to get married? There's certainly going to be discussions about it, but I'm not making any promises as to whether that's going to happen for you, because I can't ignore this. If you're asking about, I'm not really seeing this being a third party situation, but if you're asking about that, then yeah, I'm really not seeing that here. But if you are asking about that, then I would say that things are going to work out for the best, because we've got the wheel and we've got miracles. So whatever happens in this situation, it is going to be for the best, whether you see that at the time or not. You're going to realize a bit later down the line that everything's going to work out as it should. So we'll get your charms on top, and then we'll do your dice to get some extra information. So pile number 4, is the answer to your love question a yes or a no? Okay, so I think your only initial here is U. So that could mean something for you as a first name, a surname, a place name. If it doesn't, that's fine, you can leave it. It may only be there for a particular person. So what else have we got? We've got the mature man here. So I am feeling like there's an older man in this connection. There's an older male energy. You've also got this starfish, which is about healing, because they grow back the limbs that they lose. And there is this fire extinguisher, which is about putting an end to a crisis situation. So what I'm feeling actually is that someone may say a categorical no when you ask them something. So if you're asking oh, shall we get married, or do you want to move in with me, they may say categorically no and then change their mind, or they may kind of soften their attitude in the future. You've also got Hermes or Mercury, this god reaching out to you. If you're new to my channel, when we get a god charm or a god dice, this means that this god is reaching out to you and they want to help you in your situation. So if you are open to doing that, then do call upon Hermes or Mercury in meditation or in prayer. He is the Greek and Roman god of communication and trickery. He's a god of many things, but he's the messenger of the gods. So that is coming out there. There is a very strong feeling of communication and having conversations in this situation. I think a lot of you are asking about no contact, or you're asking if someone will agree to do something, because there's a strong kind of, what's the word? Leaning towards communicate, strong emphasis on communication, that's it. And I've noticed you've got Red Riding Hood twice. So she's here and she's on this card. When I pull the Red Riding Hood charm, I think about staying on your right path. Firstly, it represents the feminine, so that could be you in this situation. But I think about staying on your right path and not letting self-doubt pull you off the path, not letting anyone who's kind of in the guise of the wolf talk you off your right path. So be assertive in this situation. And don't let anyone kind of talk you round, is what I'm feeling, or pull you away from what you know that you need. You've also got 2019 here, so that could be when you met this person, could be when something important happened for you in love. With the mortarboard on top as well, there's also maybe something to do with education here for some of you. You have got a love heart here and the word love. So there's definitely love in the connection that you're asking about. And you will find love as well, as what I'm feeling. You've also got angels protecting this situation, looking over the situation, and this flower is all about beauty, so the person that you're asking about thinks you're beautiful. And we've got this gingerbread man. Now this is about something taking time to be ready, like you've got to cook it for a certain amount of time, otherwise it's not ready. It's like the slow burn. So things will unfold kind of in their own sweet time, is what I'm hearing. Also got this butterfly, which is about transformation. Things will transform, things will change, and it has landed on the no card. So it may be that if you're asking about a relationship, whether you're going to get back together, things may be really bad right now and they keep being bad for a long time, and then suddenly they become a lot better. Suddenly you get out of those rocky times. We've also got a key here, so you will find the solution to this situation. I love it when we get keys because that shows that things are going to have the best solution. They're going to have the positive resolution that we're hoping for. So we've also got this hope charm, this protection and faith charm, and the frog. So another group got this as well, and I think the first group got the Frog Prince as their Faerytale Oracle. So this is about needing to kiss a few frogs before one of them turns into Prince Charming. So that is completely normal. It happens to all of us. We've got to go through a few frogs before we meet the right one, who is actually a prince in disguise. And we've got this attachment symbol here. So I feel like if you're asking about a person, this is someone you are very strongly attached to. The Red Riding Hood card is also a very sexual card. So there is like this deep kind of physical connection between the two of you, whether you are intimate with each other. There is this attraction there, is what I'm feeling. There's also listening to your inner wisdom, and I do feel like the person you're asking about is quite, as I said, educated. You've got this explosion charm, which is something happening quickly, and that was what I was feeling with the wheel, that things change quite suddenly, and then maybe there's a period of things not being so good. It's kind of like up and down is what I'm feeling, up and down. You've got another starfish, so healing, again, there's a lot of healing needs to be done in your situation. And then you've got this really cute little guy. This talks about someone who is pretty unique, a very special person who's not very mainstream. And it also means that fairy energy is helping you and supporting you in this situation. So if you like fairies, then just know that they are around you right now. And we've got the princess here as well. So interesting that we've got the princess and we've got Red Riding Hood. So it's these fairy tale characters, and the princess is about being treated properly and being treated in the way that you deserve. There's reason to celebrate here. And someone may think you're out of this world with this planet, but it also makes me think of starseed. So if you haven't heard of starseeds, you may want to look that up because you may find that really resonates with you here. So now I'm going to put your dice on top. So which set of dice am I rolling for group number 4 today, please? And it's number 4. So, everyone so far, they've only had dice that I've already used. So I'm sorry that we're not using the new dice in the channel today, but we're using the Looney Tunes dice for you today. group number 4. And if you are new to my channel, then I guess all of the dice are new to you as well. So how many dice am I rolling for group number 4 today, please? 3. Okay, 3 dice. So I always do that because I don't want to roll dice if they're not going to have a message for you, because it would just be really confusing to have a load of random dice rolled on the board if they don't have any kind of message for you. And I know some of you like to guess how many dice I'm going to roll. I have seen in the comments people saying that they guessed correctly. So group number 4 is the answer to your love question, a yes or no. Okay. So this situation has kind of been stuck for a while. I'm feeling like there's been no movement in the situation, or someone has been feeling stuck. If you've been asking about if something's going to progress, or if you're going to have someone in your life when you haven't been dating for a very long time, or haven't had a relationship for a long time, or if you're asking if someone's going to come back when you've been in no contact for a while, we've got the bomb, which is like this explosion, like something happening suddenly. So I do see there being a sudden change coming for you, so please don't be overwhelmed when that happens. Don't be kind of caught off guard. Remember to stay grounded and in your power at all times. And then we've got this platform here as well, which makes me think of like moving up a level. So if you're asking about commitment, I do see it happening, but not straight away. Someone is going to be very assertive about what they want, and then they may soften their approach later, and it might be quite a while before that happens, but it may come quite suddenly. Like it may come as a shock to you that they have suddenly decided that actually they would like to move in with you, or they would like to get married, after saying for many months that they would hate that, or that's completely against their principles or whatever. They suddenly have this change of heart. Someone may randomly message you who you've not heard from in months and you've been desperate to hear from for so long, and it may happen that it may be that you've kind of just moved on from this person, and then they get back in touch, and it's like this bomb has dropped in your life. So I just really want to make sure that you are not going to be caught off guard by this, and that you're kind of prepared for this happening. But I see progression in the situation. I do see got the lovely miracles and the lovely Wheel of Fortune cards, so there is going to be positive progression. And with the key as well, everything's going to work out for the best, whether you notice that at the time or not. Everything is going to work out in your best interests, so don't worry about that. There's no need to worry about the situation, because it's going to work out as it needs to. So I hope this has given you some help and some clarity in your situation. Please do let me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. Don't forget to like, share with a friend, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you want to book a private reading, as always, you know to go to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box, but you will need to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved in your question when you book a reading with me. There is a little comments box when you're booking the reading, or you can send it to me as a message as soon as you've booked it on Etsy. If you'd like to help out the channel, that's amazing. Please do check out the Patreon page. That would be so wonderful. Or my PayPal link, which is also in the description box, and my Amazon wish list if you're feeling especially generous. That would really be lovely. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far, and to my lovely patrons. Again, I'm so grateful to have you. It's just a lovely little community that we're building over there, and I'm just so grateful for all of the support that you've shown me and the lovely comments you leave me. It really does brighten up my day and takes my mind off some of the less nice comments that I get from people. Yeah, so thank you for all of your support and your kindness and your generosity. It really does mean the world to me that you are enjoying my channel so much and getting guidance from it, that you actually want to show your gratitude in that way. It's really lovely. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an honor for me to read your cards. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever time it is for you right now, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.